What's up all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going? I hope you're all keeping well. Woohoo! We finally did it, guys. We hit 1,000 subscribers. We actually smashed that 1,000 subscribers. We're still going. We're still getting more subscribers every day. It's going up in the tens. It's fantastic. You guys are smashing that subscribe button, which is absolutely epic. Thank you so much to everyone who has taken the time to subscribe to this channel. Now, it's taken us about 3 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. They say 1,000 subscribers is your hardest milestone when it comes to YouTubing, and it definitely was. But why was it so hard for me? Well, I'll tell you exactly why it was so hard for me. And that is because we stayed true to what our mission is, and that's to inspire conservation and preservation. It's to show people that these animals aren't mindless killers. They aren't what you see on documentaries and movies where they're trying to bite and things like that. So if someone makes a movie or a documentary and the snake is calm, just like Hunter here, the giant 10-foot Burmese python, nobody's going to watch that. That's not impressive. That's not what people want to see. So they antagonize the animals, or they computerize the animals, the CGI and all that stuff, and make them bitey and crazy and install fear into people. When in reality, this is what the animals are like, and this is what I want to show. Now, the downside to that being is it's not always very exciting. If you're not going to marvel and appreciate the animal, you want to see someone getting bitten. That's how we have taken so long, because it's not terribly exciting what we do, but we try and educate rather than entertain with these videos. I do throw the odd joke in there. We do have a bit of fun on this channel, but yeah, I'm not one of these people that's going to flail their hands about and throw the animal about and get the animal to bite and flail and be all nasty just for the views, to get quick views and quick subscribers. Is not what we're all about here. We are all about appreciation, aren't we, my big handsome man? Yes, you are. This is Hunter, the Burmese Python. Python bivitatus is the scientific name. They're from Southeast Asia. These guys are actually, believe it or not, very threatened in the wild, just like a lot of the other animals we have covered recently. Quite common in captivity, but in the wild, they're actually now thankfully being protected in a few areas, and that is because of that beautiful pattern you can see on him there. That's his biggest curse. Because of that pattern, people want to wear that in bags and belts and all that kind of stuff. So he's actually hunted to near endangerment for his beautiful, handsome skin. Aren't you, my handsome man? But I think Hunter here wears his skin better than any person ever could. Don't you? Yes, it belongs on Mr. Hunter's. So there we go, guys. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. That is huge. Almost as huge as Mr. Hunter here. If we're not that exciting, why should you guys subscribe to the channel? I mean, let's just take a walk around our animal room. We have animals here that you won't even find in any zoos up and down the UK. They are considered quite unusual, if not sometimes rare, here in the UK. So let's have a look. Let's go cage to cage. So in this cage here, we have Shelby, our false water cobra. She's deep in shed right now. Right there is the big man you just seen. Underneath her, we've got Hunter, the Burmese python. Underneath that, you have one of our internet superstars and always a favourite for people who come round to the house. You've got the old man Marley, the common boa with rainbow on his skin. He is absolutely stunning. Not a rare snake by any means, but everyone that comes in here is always flabbergasted by him. And then down here we have Ruby, our female Suriname redtail. Hello, my handsomes. Come and see Dad. And then underneath her we have Tigger, the male false water cobra. People often mistake him for being a hypo because he's so light. He's not, he's just a normal. He's just an extremely pretty version of the normal. And one of the calmest false water cobras I have ever encountered in my life. We're hoping to pair him and Shelby at the end of this year, beginning of next year, and maybe get little baby false water cobras. How amazing would that happy. Imagine how calm these pairs babies would be, because these are such calm animals. I mean, Mr. Tigger here, he will sit and chill out and basically just sleep on my hand. I can pet him on the head, the face, the chin. He is just absolutely wonderful. Aren't you, my beautiful Manny? Yes, you are. So that's Tigger, the false water cobra. A rear-fanged, mildly venomous snake. Hoods up like a cobra, but the venom will not end your life like a true cobra as well. So he's like the safe cobra, you know. And then changing sides, we have Roland here, the big male Dummerell's boa. He is deep in shed right now. Underneath him, we have Mordecai, the male Suriname redtail. He's deep in shed right now. And then under them, in the giant 8-foot viv, we have Alita, the giant Argentinian black and white tegu, the big lizard, who is being very lazy today. Now across from Mordecai, we have Lilith in here. That's our female Dummerell's boa. And she bit me recently. We're going to talk about that on the next channel. There was a reason for that. And I'm still kind of figuring it out. Up above her, we have Chi-Chi, our little baby neonate. Neonate is the name for a baby snake. If you guys ever wonder what that intro is about when I say, what's up all you cool snakes and neonates? It's a play on Carol Baskin's What's Up You Cool Cats and Kittens. A neonate is a baby snake, so What's Up All You Cool Snakes and Neonates is a play on that. Next to that, we have Coconut, our female curly hair tarantula, being trained up and raised up for our educational talks and shows. Then coming round the corner into the beastie section, we have our big female P. regalis in there. We have our female Chahua gecko in there, right there. We have the big South Hispaniola in there, big purple and black tarantula. I always can never really figure out what to actually call them. You guys know, hit me in the comments below, you helpful bunch. Got our male, I suspect male P. regalis. Next molt will tell me. Next molt he might even mature, we'll see. Then down here we have some babies. We have our Thailand golden fringe, which we're looking to rehome. Our Colombian blue leg, our Holothele longipes, which is a dwarf tarantula, molted out into a mature male recently. We have our Nandu Trepepe, who has tipped its water bowl over after I fixed it yesterday. Our cobalt blue, who is growing fast. And then down here we have Bowser, a little African fat-tailed gecko. Isn't he wonderful? Putting on a bit of podge. We've been upping his feeding recently, and he is looking absolutely wonderful. Isn't you? Yes, you're handsome. We're actually going to do a video very soon on revamping his housing and putting the correct bedding in, because I'm not happy with the bedding he currently has in there. Beside him, we've got the dubia roach colony, and then in here, you can see the little head. We've got Mr. Nubbins! Hello, Mr. Nubbs! Mr. Nubbins. Then the other side here, we have our old male curly hair Fudgy Wudgy. He is on borrowed time. I'm amazed the spider is still alive. He is an absolute trooper. We have our Carabina versicolor. We have our Peruvian green velvet. There's our P. metallicas and our Erminias. We did rehouse the Erminias into pots. After all that, we have our Mexican red knee. There we have our Brazilian black and white and our Mexican flame leg. That, I think, oh no, and on top of the enclosure over here, up here, we've got the Indian stick insects, and that's all the live foods and stuff like that. Let's head downstairs and have a look, because there's even more. And downstairs in the living room, we've got Shelly, the yellow belly slider. She is one of the largest yellow belly sliders I have ever seen in my life, and a few people that have met her have agreed that she is absolutely huge. She's got like 275 litre bathtub. It actually goes underneath her dock there as well, so it's a huge enclosure she has, but I don't like it. It's not big enough for her. I've got plans this year. I really want to get an IBC and edit it into a giant enclosure for her, so she'll have like 1,000 litres. She'll have a ton size. So we've got plans to upgrade Shelly's enclosure this year. If any of you guys know of any IBCs that have not had any chemicals in them, that's just had water in them, going spare or for sale for cheapness, let us know in the comments below. And then over to the other side, we have our other water animals, and that is our axolotls, which are currently hiding, which is okay because look at that enclosure, that is awesome. So it's naturalistic. The enclosure's doing really well, the plants are thriving, the axolotls are thriving, so that is going fantastically. And of course, no collection would be complete without a royal python. This is Old Lady Cookie. Yes, that enclosure looks small, but it is the only thing she will eat in. She will only eat when she lives in a small enclosure like this. We have tried her in bigger enclosures and she just starves herself to death. She's an educational ambassador. She goes out to kids' parties and things like that. But she is actually also in shed right now too. So as you guys can see, lots of variation on this channel. We have some really cool species of boas, colubrids, python, we've got some tarantulas, we've got a few cool lizards, we've got a turtle, we've got axolotls. I like to bring you guys a lot of variation, and especially animals that face problems in the wild, to bring that to light to you guys, so you guys can learn about them and learn maybe even how to help them, or inspire you guys to look into how to help them, which is pretty important as well. So on another front, when we passed 1,000 subscribers, on the same day, I finally, after 2 months of waiting, got my business shirts back, because we also do Zoo to You, so I do educational talks at schools, Cub Scouts, all that kind of stuff. Even privately at kids' parties, we do up to old folks' homes, down to nurseries. We've done music festivals, all that kind of stuff. And I was not really happy with looking improper, so I got these made up. Look, proper outfits. So it's got Reptile Rich on one side, Off the Scale Experiences on the other, and if you flip over to the back, it's got Off the Scale Experiences on the back as well. So we're going to look a lot more professional when out and about and doing our Zoo to Use, which is super exciting. So we've smashed 1,000 subscribers, we're getting more professional with the business. I could not be happier with the way things are going. All the animals are happy and healthy. Like I mentioned earlier, Lilith gave me a little tag, but there's a reason for that, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. As always, you can subscribe to my ugly mug right there. There's a playlist right there and a suggested video right there. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Take it easy. Peace.